I see you came out and said something about LeBron.
Yeah.
LeBron, the Banana Boat Brothers.
Yeah.
When they were talking about Carmelo.
He's
Yeah. I just want to understand that a little bit.
He's a sellout. He's a sellout. Let me tell you why. Anytime you see, we got this disease.
LeBron's a sellout.
Yeah, but he's not alone. It ain't. I was at the first LeBron James Nike Skills Academy in Akron, Ohio. I remember when they passed the crown from Kobe to LeBron and said, "You got the ship now, young fella. It's yours." I was there. It was the 4th of July. I remember they were popping fireworks off in the parking lot in Akron. I know LeBron. Let me tell you why he's a sellout. This is a disease that many black people have become afflicted with. In this survival mode we've been put in here in America, we've adopted a survivalist mentality. And in a survivalist mentality, you become a radical materialist. You measure your life based on the things that you have. You measure success based on the things that you have. And with that comes, usually, a loss of honor, sacred honor. The sacred honor are the values, the ethics, the morals that you believe in and are willing to die for. LeBron and many people like him, especially in professional sports, but he's probably the figurehead, poster child. Anytime you take a bag of money and it comes with the unspoken agreement that you won't speak about the issues that are the most important, you've sold the people out.
LeBron did that?
Oh, yeah.
On what? Because he's usually outspoken.
No, he's outspoken on all the issues that the liberal white establishment sets up for him to speak out on. All the issues there's already a consensus about. There's already a consensus about racism in this country, for the most part, on their side, on the side of the people they want to sell things to. There's a consensus about, we know the history of racism. Black people came over here, we brought in shits, we were slaves, then we dealt with segregation, and now we dealing with neoliberal Marxist racism. We know the score, okay? Yeah. So that's not a controversial issue, really. Really not. It's only controversial because his predecessors, such as Michael Jordan, they didn't talk about anything. So for him to speak on anything now seems like it's groundbreaking. Okay. But it's not. I see past the game, and most black people should too. Because when you really look at LeBron and the issues he needs to be speaking about, the issues that he's aware of behind the curtain, like I'm telling you about how the agent fee works for a young black man who may be coming up and see this and go, ooh, I'm not gonna let him play me like that. LeBron James took $1 billion deal from Nike, right, for life. It's one of the single greatest economic shortcomings of any leader from the black community in American history. Nike makes $40 billion a year. Now, how big of an influence do you think LeBron James has on that?
I mean,
hard to calculate.
Right now, I mean,
a lot.
More than majority.
More than most people.
Yeah.
Okay. He took $1 billion over a lifetime. He's 36 years old. He has another 40 years to live. You know what that's called? That's called the transfer of the transfer of Overton window on what it means to be a slave economically. That means the economics have outgrown the mindset and vision and understanding of the modern American black man. So we think getting $1 billion over a lifetime is actually a step up. It's only a step up because it's relative to what we see other black people with. This is what Kanye West tried to tell them. Because y'all don't own any land, you are obsessed with brands. LeBron should have asked for $40 billion over a lifetime. If they make $40 billion over the next 40 years, they should have given him $1 billion every year because he represents 1/40th of Nike's commercial influence. He sold us out. And you know what came with the sellout? Don't speak about those Muslim concentration camps in China. Don't speak about the Chinese concentration camps where they put 2 million Muslims in prison against their will for no crime other than being Muslim.
Where? Where's that at?
This is in China.
China, okay.
East Turkestan. It's a province called Xinjiang. 2 million. They rounded them up. You Muslim? Let's go. Man, woman, and child, let's go. And they call them re-education camps. But as a black man, if they take you somewhere against your will and they keep you there against your will, what do we call that?
Prison.
That's a prison. Yeah. So you can call it re-education camps or lollipop land or candy land or whatever you want to call it. I know what a prison is when I see and hear one. And guess what? LeBron James won't speak about it. You know why? Because China and Nike are like this. And China is representative of a global superpower that our American leadership would like us to move towards. And they want black people to go along with it. Are we ready to become slaves again? See, people don't, and to give you an example, when I talked about the fourth industrial revolution and the movement towards advanced technology, you know how they prosecuted these crimes in China? For being a Uyghur, for being Muslim, for praying in public, which is illegal? Because I know some of your people's Muslim, right?
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
Yeah, if you was in China, you going to jail for being Muslim. LeBron won't talk about that though, but all of us admire him. I don't admire that. See, where I came from, in my neighborhood, in my school, I had my own lunch table, so people don't impress me. I just care about character. What you stand on, what are your values? Which is why I was able to bring the community in the hood to the school, and they had enough respect for me not to act out. Because we were doing something. We were trying to better ourselves, just tying it back. But my point is, you know how they prosecuted these crimes? Facial recognition from artificial intelligence. They don't even have the decency. They don't even have the decency to be unjust in the court of law, physically. They just hooking up the cameras and saying, Muslim, go get them. I mean, this is coming to America. If America didn't have the Second Amendment, if we didn't have 400, 500 million guns, it'd already be like that. So.